Hey folks, just a quick update here. We're seeing the remnants of, I think it's Hurricane Delta coming up from the Delta. So we've had quite a bit of rain here, pretty steady, pretty good actually. I just got some drips on my head. This is good because we planted grass seed, and remember when I put down the Pennington grass seed, I wasn't really happy with that. I mean, it didn't come up very well. So I went ahead and purchased this, which is a Rebel product. So it's the blend of Kentucky 31 and the Rebel blend, and it was twice as much as the Pennington. So I figured, I got 2 more bags of that and I put it down, and that seems to be, looking good as far as germinating. Again, I'm not real happy with the Pennington. Sorry. So, also the ditches are performing really well on the driveway, so I'll take you up there now. So stay tuned. Okay, here we are at the ditch, and you can see that it really starts going downhill right about there, and we have some good water flow all down exactly where I needed it. And we'll follow this down. It's starting to pick up speed right here. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. And this was a trouble spot right here. It started going across the road, as you recall. And right here as well. And it's staying in the ditch. We have good water flow all the way down. And it looks like there's no risk of us having an issue. Just a lot of water that comes down here. Let's see. This is the trouble side over here. The other side's not too bad. And then this, of course, is the really big problem area. And we have good flow all the way down here. So, super excited about getting this ditch. I may have to do a little digging right here. It's starting to back up a bit. But that's basically where I stopped with the blade. And on this side, it's running just fine. The ditches are deep. So yeah, that scraper blade worked really well along with the land plane. This is the after and the actual flow of the water. Okay, now I'm going to take you up and show you some of the grass that we planted, and it's coming in better now that I put in the Rebel brand. So we'll check that out. Stay tuned. Okay, we're here at the side of the house, and this was a bare spot. It was pretty bad, and you can see that we have some really good coverage as far as the new grass. The new seed has started to being established. Little baby shoots. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have a better lawn next year. Over here was really bad, as you recall. Over on this side, we had still have a bare spot, but nowhere near what it used to be. And I have been watering this religiously, although the last 2 days it's been raining steady, so that's been good. But you can see that we have a lot of new shoots coming up. A lot of new grass in this bare spot. I just seeded the heck out of it with that Rebel. And it's really it's starting to establish itself really well. So really thrilled about that. And here's another spot right here. that hopefully will be all green next year or sooner. I may, I'll definitely have to keep at it because this is a real problem spot with that red clay. All right, so let me show you a couple other things. And one thing I'm not so proud about is the fact that our fall garden, basically, I would say 95% of the fall garden has failed. And it's because, in my opinion, that the seeds didn't germinate. So I'll show you. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, we're up on the pasture, and I just have a quick update on the water irrigation solution. Of course, we have this. This was our first IBC tote that we had set up. It worked really, really well this past year. But I'm going to pan over here, and we have 3 more that I got for super cheap. Thank goodness I got it super cheap. Basically, I'm embarrassed to say, but I got them for $10 each. So $30 total. So that was just a huge deal. Because I had an inside track, my daughter's fiance works at a company that they have these, and we were able to get 3 more. So awesome deal. So what I'll do is I'm going to make another platform like this, but it's going to be it's going to be able to fit those 3 totes on it, so that I can keep it level, or it'll be easier to keep it level, because I want to have all 4 of them in line and have a PVC drip irrigation solution for next year. So that's a big project coming up. All right, let's go over and check out the garden, and I'll show you why I'm so disappointed. So stay tuned. Just a side note on my compost piles, I went ahead and whenever I cut the grass, I go ahead and this lens is rather wet. Anyway, that's how the compost pile is doing. As you can see, there's lots of leaves that are mixed in there, and that's great. That just gets the carbon in there with the nitrogen. So then I've got lots of cardboard that I need to rip up and put back into these piles. So yep, that's that. Let's check out the worm bin. I left the top off. I do that occasionally to let the rain come in and water it down, but as you can see, I've been pruning the tomatoes, and some of the tomatoes that are insect damaged, I just put them in here for the worms to enjoy. So you can see there's worms are in here. They're active, and I can safely say well fed. So yep, this worm bin's working out really well. Okay, here we are. It's been quite a while since we planted this. I'll put in the actual days. I'll have to research it, but it looks like there's a lot of just field onion. But I believe these were the carrots. That got a few carrots coming up, but nothing to write home about, really. So, and I think these are the onions. Again, it looks like those bunching onions are, not coming up. We had planted a lot of lettuce in these 3 sections here, and I see a couple. Like here's one, and then over there is one, but you know what? I got all those seeds from Tractor Supply, and they were Burpee seeds, which I thought were quality seeds, but they didn't perform. They didn't germinate. So I was hoping to have a lot of salad for this fall, going into November and December and so forth, but it's a big bust. So what that tells me is I need to stick with proven seeds. This spring I used a lot of the Eden Brothers and Osborne Seeds. So there's a lot of other good seed companies that I'm gonna have to look into, but that's really disappointing. So anyway, I'll show you the Osborne seeds that are just going gangbusters, and that's the cucumbers. Look at those cucumbers, and we have a flower there, and I haven't seen any cucumbers yet. I've seen a lot of flowers. So yeah, the Osborne cucumbers are definitely salvaging this fall 2020 garden. And of course, we learn a lot here. This is my first raised bed garden, the really first garden I can really say. And I'm learning a lot. I planted these tomatoes too close together. The insects really got to these, but the ones that I was able to harvest have been absolutely delicious. So yeah, the tomatoes are way too close together. They've just crowded each other out, and it's made it difficult. But we do still have some blossoms and potential for more tomatoes to come in. But those cucumbers are doing good. Thank you, Osborne Seeds. And no thank you to Burpee. All right. I think that does it for the update. Just to mark things, we saw the venue that my daughter and her fiance are going to use for their wedding, and it's beautiful. And I'll take some footage of where that is. It's gorgeous out there. It's a vineyard, and it's called Tunnel Creek Vineyard, and they just basically opened, and they have some fantastic wine, and you know, the venue, like I said, is just gorgeous. So it's going to be a beautiful wedding, and all of that. So time flies, folks, but it's all good, and you know, just hope all of our blessings continue. A failed garden is to be expected. Okay, I'm not going to be a crybaby about it. It's a learning experience for me. So you know, we'll do better next year, and like I said, big plans next year. I'm gonna fill in this whole place here. All along that fence is gonna be raised beds. I'll probably have a door like right here or so that I can have the irrigation. The irrigation I'm thinking of is PVC pipe, and it's gonna be the IBC totes over there are going to be put against this side, because this is the north side, and I'll have them linked together with ball valves, so I can open up whatever ones I want, and then 3/4 inch main pipe all the way around, which will meet at the door, which is going to be right there, and 1/2 inch PVC pipe across. Like I'll have a valve right here with 3 lines of PVC, of 1/2 inch PVC, which will go the whole way down. And I'll make it so that I can drain for the winter. So that's what's coming. Can't wait. Got big plans. So, all right, I think that does it for it. And thanks so much for watching, and we're up to over 1,250 subscribers, and all of you who are commenting and providing you know, tips and tricks, and you're correcting me when I'm doing something that's not as efficient as, you know, as it could be. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I'm just here to learn and share what I'm learning. So Homestead Pilgrim out.